Why am I talking about manyakes? Because manyakes are here. Oh gosh. Right? At the beginning of this year, I actually started working out, going to the gym, eating right. I used to run with my dog in the neighborhood, feeling fit and nice. And then I went on leave. And what? My friend. You know how I love chipoza. I'm actually not a huge meat person, but I love warus. And I think that is my downfall. I can literally have chips 3 times a day, and I'll be okay. Yeah, imagine. It's madness, right? So what does that mean? It means that my weight is constantly fluctuating because I am not consistent, all right? And now I'm a little bit worried that the weight that I lost is coming back. It's just creeping back in slowly. And we're going into the festive season, which means what? We're all just gonna gain weight, right? But you guys look so good, all right? Be happy with the bodies that you have now and take care of them now. All right, we're going into the festive season, and a lot of us are just ready to imbibe. Okay, yani unatoka kwa nyumba ya huyu una sosi, unaenda una sosi, unaenda ushago una sosi. I mean, we're just gonna eat for like 4 weeks. That's pretty much what and make merry, which means drink. All right, and booze is your enemy. You're just so happy to drink, and then the results: a moment in the lips, forever in the hips. Huh? We have to stop all this, all right? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And for those ladies who've just had a baby, this is a show for you as well. It's not just about the festive season, but it's also about post-pregnancy and getting your body back. It's very hard for some people. Some women just... Have you seen Serena Williams? Have you seen her? She looks so good. She does. Have you seen Beyonce? Yes. She just had twins. I mean, Rumi and Sir, and... cinched. All right, some people, the child is in high school, bado, you have that weight, you know? So today we're about helping moms who've just had their little bundles of joy, who are wondering, how do I get my body back? That's what we're going to be talking about, and getting into the festive season as well. And the ladies on the Better Living crew have told me to particularly ask about this kapot. You know this one? This kataya here. I call mine Elizabeth. Yeah, I just had to give it a name. Because Elizabeth wants to hang out all the time, right? So ladies want to know, how do I get rid of this kataya here? Kobi, please help us. What I do personally is when I see that happening, I take a lot of water with mint, lemon, and cucumber. I literally just pour those veggies into the water dispenser. And then when I mwaga my maji, it has all that nutrients, and it will flatten your stomach in 2 weeks. Literally, it works, okay? But there are ways to do it so that you don't keep bouncing and fluctuating weight-wise. Dr. Esther Dindi is here. You guys know her. She is a medical doctor. She is a wife, a mom, and a fitness and health expert. And she'll be taking us through what we really need to start to inculcate into our lifestyle, into our daily routine, so that we can keep the weight at bay and feel and look good going into a brand new year, all right? She'll be coming on very shortly. But for now, why does the weight settle around here for all of us? What is it about this area? Why can't it go elsewhere where nobody can see? I don't know. Take a look at this. Let's learn something together. Alrighty then. Yes, indeed, we are officially into the festivities. And you know what happens in Kenya? After December 12th, it's it. Guys just shut down and start rejoicing and imbibing, all right? So that's what we're going to be focusing on today, is really how to have a great Christmas season and a great New Year's, but not take weight into 2018, to leave it in the past, all right? Dr. Esther Dindi is here, and I just love her, and she looks so good. Come out here, darling. Mwah, mwah.
Looking good as usual.
Thank you.
I should have worn blue.
No, it works out perfectly. We're coordinating. How's it going?
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right, the last time I talked to you, you did not have a fitness show, but now you do.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you do. Tell me about that first.
Oh, yeah, I'm hosting a fitness show. It's actually called It's Fitness Time on Ebru TV. And this goes out to encourage people working from home, you know, or mothers, stay-home moms. They can work out with me every morning, 6:30 in the morning.
That's early, yeah. And it's the time when you really should get your workout in.
Yeah, okay. And it does re-air at 4:30 p.m.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm writing a book.
You're writing a book?
Oh,
too?
yes.
Oh, wow, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
this is fantastic.
It's like a blueprint on how to get fit and maintain fitness.
All right.
So,
if y'all don't know, Dr. Esther Dindi is a mom, all right? She has had, which is why she's such an expert in this field. You have 3 kids?
Yes, I do.
You have 3
Yes,
you look so good.
They're grown up now.
Oh, yes, exactly. All right, let's start from the very beginning, Dr. Dindi. For you, why was it so important for you not only to live a healthy lifestyle, but to take care of your body and work out?
I think I would say 2 things. One, let me be honest, most of us when they think about fitness and maybe getting into the healthy lifestyle, they're thinking about just looking good and feeling good and fitting nicely into your clothes. So that's a motivator for sure.
Exactly.
But the other thing is that looking at it medically, health is very critical. And actually, I love to lay an emphasis on health because beyond everything else and how we look, we need to remember that we only have one body to serve us for this lifetime. So it's important to take care of it so we can have healthy hearts at 70 and 80. You know, we can still go holiday at that age.
Exactly. And we are going on holiday.
Oh, yes, we are.
Actually, let me tell y'all, I saw this bikini on sale on Facebook. Yeah, I buy some stuff on Facebook. And I was like, guy, will I be able to fit into that story in a month? It's in a month.
Yeah, you can do something.
We can do something,
you
right?
can do something.
All right.
There's never time
There's a little window there. Yeah, we still have time, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Talk to me a little bit about sort of seeing how the year has gone. It's been kind of stressful for a lot of people. We've been in politics, so there's a lot of sitting and waiting that's been happening with a lot of us. But now we're headed into the festive season, which means we're going to throw exactly. Talk to us a little bit about what to really start paying attention to as you go on holiday in terms of your health and workout lifestyle.
So the truth of the matter is that the most popular resolution at the beginning of the year is to lose weight and get back in shape. But how do we get to that point? And I think that's what we need to address at this holiday season, is to avoid getting to that point. Well, the year is coming to a close, yes, but it's very important as we enjoy the season that we are still cautious, and that means that remain active. That's the thing. You go visit grandma, please play with the kids and walk around the farm, as in at all costs, just remain active. It's not even all about going to the gym or that kind of thing. Remain active. The other thing is still food choices. Because that's how we get the weight from, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's just, I'm not saying you should not, have a bit of indulge, but it has to have a bit of portioning and limits, because let me tell you, when it piles up, you'll have to deal with it.
You do have to deal with it, absolutely.
Yes.
Looking at, of course, the fact that a lot of us actually, we have huge resolutions at the beginning of the year. I mean, come January 2018, you'll hear about people saying weight loss, I'm going to the gym, healthy leaf, all these great things. But then towards by March, everybody falls off that wagon.
Yeah.
Talk to me about consistency and how we can start to literally shift our minds into just being consistent about our working out and staying on that track.
Actually, that's the crux of the matter, being consistent. And I can say that I've maintained the same weight I am currently for the last 2 years.
Really?
Yes, and it's doable, and it's all about the mindset. And so what I do personally is to avoid going off there. Track, during the holidays. I will have a bit of cake, I will have, taste a bit of juice and that kind of thing, but I'm really cautious about it. You'll not catch me with a bottle of soda, and it's not about being caught, because you can do it indoors.
Exactly.
But whatever you do in darkness has a way of popping out.
Yeah, exactly.
So the thing is about being consistent is just making a decision, and that's really tough. But making the decision is what you do at the beginning of the year, setting those resolutions, sticking to them is how it's the make or break, And so there are simple ways in which you can achieve this. One, by being faithful to yourself, write it down and tick out that I've actually done this. I decided to exercise 4 days of the week or 5 days. Make it attainable and ensure that you do that. The other thing is get partners to support you, know, and have buddies like you, hold me accountable. As in, if you see me faltering, whip me back to, okay, not literally. you know, like someone who can spur you to stay on track. That really helps, being in groups, you know, that share in, you know, common objectives that you all want to get fit. That really, really is motivational. If you're like me and you have strong will, I always do it in the house and I'm committed. I don't, you know, I don't miss my workouts.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I feel low, and that will happen, you'll feel discouraged, you know, you feel like giving up sometimes, or you don't have the energy. What I do is that I put on my attire and decide it's not getting off until I'm sweating.
Yeah.
So you just have such radical.
Yeah, you push yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, the best part about that kind of feeling is when you've actually completed the task.
It's
afterwards.
awesome.
It feels so good, right?
It does.
I mean, I don't know how I stopped.
How did you slacken?
I don't know, actually, what happened. You know what I did? I got into the political season.
Oh, darling.
Yeah. I told my gym, so she kept calling me. She said, where are you? I said, I'm at work.
No, sometimes when you're deciding,
the election.
Do 20 burpees.
Exactly. I mean, but now it's about it's about really going back.
Yeah.
We're about to take a look at one of your videos. One of the biggest questions we get is about the pot belly, right? And this is across the board. Young people, women.
Across the gender.
Exactly, men, everybody. This affects all of us. You're a medical doctor. Tell us why a lot of us gain weight around the midsection area.
Actually, the culprit is sugar.
Okay.
And sugar and many people rightfully think it's because of the beer, and it's because beer and wine sugar, and that has sugar as well. It's because of the sugar. What happens is that when you consume a lot of sugar, then what happens is we should not have a lot of sugar in the bloodstream. So the pancreas, some organ in our body, some little organ in our body releases what we call insulin, which is a hormone, and that works to keep the sugars at a low level. Okay. And so when that happens, of course, part of the sugar will be stored in the liver, in your muscles, and the extra will be stored as fat. Okay. But by and large, as this keeps on going, the more you consume readily available sugar in terms of drinks, sodas, juices, and lots of simple sugars, you actually start making your liver fatty. It becomes resistant, and it's producing a lot of fat that now stored around the belly as what we call visceral fat. Not the fat you can pinch, that's beneath the skin, but around the organs. And so it gives you this cutout belly. Exactly. Kind of can be really irritating. So actually knowing how that happens is important in using it to address how to get rid of it. Okay. So part of the trick is actually start omitting sugars as much as possible.
I just had that conversation with one of our crew members. She said, what do you mean sugar? I said, you and your kachai. Yeah, there you have it. All right. So Dr. Dindi is also on YouTube. She's got amazing videos, y'all, that you guys can watch and actually work out along with her in the comfort of your own home, especially if you're taking care of the babies or if you're a stay-at-home mom. So as we take a very quick break, take a look at this video that really does focus around the midsection area and how to get rid of that little belly fat and get your six-pack going. Watch, and we'll be right back after this. Give her a hand, everybody. We're back, everybody, with Dr. Esther Dindi, and of course talking about keeping that weight off. It's very hard to do. We're all committed until you have to do the work. It's actually that. If we could all just sleep and lose weight, we would all be skinny, looking great like you all day. I know. It's a commitment, isn't it?
It is. But I love to remind people that it's very doable. Yeah. If you break it down to very simple, bits, you can actually do it. You can actually just slot in 10 minutes. That's fairly good. Yeah. Instead of thinking of this, I need a whole hour at the gym or half an hour, you can actually do 10 minutes. And actually, scientifically, it's been proven to be beneficial. Okay. You just break it down into like 3 sets of 10 minutes. Yeah. That's good enough. So think of it as something very doable and actually just go for it. Do it. Just do it. Yeah, and actually, even you can be active at the office. There's some workouts that you can actually do while seated.
Really?
Seriously.
Show me.
Even turn the belly.
Show me right. Oh, look at you. Okay, yeah, and that actually works out your core area.
There's a lot you can do, seriously, because any movement does count.
Right.
And walking. I say if you don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to lift weights or just pop the DVD, you can actually walk. Yeah. Just walk. It's good enough. And as you do that, you keep aspiring at progress and you will get to do something. Because when you start seeing the results, you start feeling energetic, then you start advancing, you want to progress, and you know, turn
Feel
up.
a look. And you know, that is actually the best part when you start to see results.
Yeah.
That's when I say, okay, I'm going to stick with this thing.
Well,
you
most
know?
people never stay long enough to start seeing the results.
Yeah.
But it's motivating to see results.
Okay, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's focus on moms. You are a mom of 3, and I admire women who have decided just because I've had kids doesn't mean that I can't get my body back. Tell us from a medical perspective, Dr. Dindi, what happens to a woman's body when she becomes pregnant and then gives birth?
When you become pregnant, naturally, and I love to remind people this, you have to gain weight. It's part of the physiological process. And so during pregnancy, you gain weight and you gain body fat. Of course, there's the weight from the baby, there's fluid that you retain some more, your blood volume increases, and you store some extra fat. And part of that extra fat is geared towards providing breast milk once the baby comes here. And of course, there's quite a bit of fat that goes around the belly to protect, to actually be part of the cushioning for the baby. And that explains why we struggle with the belly fat after, because you were this slim lady, and then afterwards you have lots of fat to deal with. And let me surprise you.
Okay.
I was at my biggest before I was ever pregnant.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's about making a decision. But back to pregnancy. So there's that physiological process in which you have to gain weight. Of course, people are much smaller, underweight. They're given leeway, like allowed to gain much more weight than the ones who are already overweight or obese. But on average, one needs to gain about, let's say 9 to 17 kgs. You can gain much more if you underweight before or if you're having twins.
Right.
So this, and it's really hard to pin it down to, you can't go beyond this or below this. It's unpredictable for sure. For
okay.
Sure. Yes.
Now, one of the things, of course, that a lot of new moms complain about is now just trying to go back to that.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to go back to that weight. What can you say about sort of taking it easy on yourself and not being so hard on yourself, especially if you don't see results right away?
Okay, the truth of the matter is that you won't see results right away. But take heart. I remember, I was delivered through cesarean section, and there was this nurse who was teasing me. She's a good friend, and she's walking me from one room to the other, and she's like, "We need to go get out that other baby." You've been delivered, but the belly is almost as big as when you're pregnant. It's still there. So one, you have to appreciate that. First of all, congratulate yourself, appreciate yourself. You've just brought life into this world. That's heroic,
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal. And then the other thing is, take it easy, a step at a time, and don't be in so much hurry to start doing something, but remain active. What do I mean? Walk. Just be every like half an hour, just arise and move about. It doesn't matter even if it's just 5 steps, it's still good.
Right.
Just as you take care of your baby, keep moving. The other thing, how I've encountered many clients who gained much more weight after pregnancy than they did during pregnancy.
Really?
Yeah, the many flasks of uji, your mom, your mother-in-law,
Right.
everyone is pampering you. Everyone is like, "Oh, don't do it. Just sit. We'll take care of the baby." They just feel you're literally stuffed.
Yeah,
Food
exactly.
to have enough milk. That should not be the case. So just remain active. At 6 weeks, most of the people, there being no complications, your doctor will actually clear you to start exercising. But even then, still remember the body has undergone many things.
Yeah.
The joints are a bit lax because of the effect of a certain hormone we call relaxin. So you have to start very light. You can just play with your baby, lift your baby. Don't lift any weights that are heavier than your baby.
Okay.
Of course, unless you're lifting weights before. And then you can start maybe walking with your baby, maybe with a pram outdoors or within the house. If you can do 30 minutes every day, that's fairly good.
Okay.
And as you get into the rhythm, you can start advancing a little bit. And let me say, actually, trying to get back in shape after the baby, that's how I got very passionate about working out indoors, and I still do.
Yeah.
And it's very doable. Having the support of my husband really helped.
Yeah, he's a good
Because
guy.
he would have the baby as I work out, and so once I nurse the baby, he can attend to the baby, and I would exercise inside
Okay,
the house.
so I mean, there needs to be some support around you
Definitely.
as well,
It's
and
a tough
encourage
time.
her as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So one of the videos that, of course, is part of this great woman's channel is post-pregnancy. So take a look at this, where she gives you a few tips of what you can do just to start the ball rolling. Take a look. I really love your videos. You're doing a great job. Good job. So
Thank you.
looking at, of course, the fact that there's a lot of misconceptions, I think, that's around pregnancy,
Sure.
pre, during, and post.
Yes.
We've just seen post. We've discussed that for a bit. But I wanted quickly to just ask, if you have had a C-section or if you had hard labor, is it advisable for you to start working out immediately?
We advise that you wait for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, just remain ambulant, like walking, but don't do anything intense until after 6 weeks.
Okay.
By 6 weeks, we assume everything has gone back to normal. If you're in doubt, it's always very important to get a clearance from your doctor and be given a green light. But even then, you don't do intense things like sit-ups, crunches. The belly is still not well healed, and the thing is, you know, during pregnancy, the muscles at the front of the belly, the so-called six-pack, you know, those straight muscles tend to be stretched out.
Yeah.
And if you start doing crunches too early, you can actually worsen that gap.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So by the things you can do, like side crunches, you know, the squats, the lunges, so many other exercises that, you know, that help you to strengthen your core as before you start actually doing the crunches. So the thing is that take it easy and start with very light exercises. If you feel uncomfortable, do stop.
Yeah.
For me, I was a bit crazy, so I used to even do the sit-ups. You can still do it with a binder. Yeah, but I tried some things and it would feel uncomfortable because I've had the CS as well. So I just stopped, and then I would come back to it maybe after a week or so. Then with time I realized, I can hack it, I'm doing okay. So listen to your body. It's very important. It's not an emergency to get back in shape, but it's good to start in good time. And it's always important to remember that getting back in shape is not so much of how much you exercise as it is how much you eat.
Oh.
Yes, yes. Yeah, okay, after pregnancy, there's quite a bit of what is, you know, toning your muscles. Yeah. But still, the much you eat determines how much fat you're going to store or how long it's going to take you to release the fat as well.
Okay, so you can be eating just, you're like, oh, I'm breastfeeding, so we're still eating for two. No. Yeah, you have to really be careful about your intake. Yeah. And portioning is a big deal as well.
It is. Okay. And remain hydrated. And actually to have enough breast milk is keep feeding the baby, be relaxed, keep yourself very well hydrated, and then just stick to the 3 meals. But every time you breastfeed, then you can have a small cup of some beverage of your choice. Okay. But shy away from, you know, sodas and very simple sugars.
All right.
Yes.
As we wind up, I think it's important we talk about some of the myths and misconceptions that surround working out, especially as a lady. Is it okay for you to work out if you're pregnant?
It is. Okay. It is actually, and even the organizations, the gynecologists and obstetricians have really given a green light, because exercising during pregnancy is good for the mother and the baby, and actually tends to prevent most of the conditions. Like there's a tendency to develop, for some people, to develop diabetes during pregnancy. Yes. So if you gain too much weight during pregnancy, in the course of the pregnancy, you can actually develop diabetes for the first time. So exercise during pregnancy has many benefits. It might make you even go through labor in an easier way. I don't know how labor feels, but you know, I salute the women who have been through labor. Yeah, but it just gives you a sense of well-being. Oh, pregnancy can be tricky at times. Sometimes you feel, you know, sloppy, you don't feel like you look good, you don't have enough energy. But, you know, just some exercise goes a long way, and sometimes you'll not have the energy. Yeah, just don't push yourself too much. Do the much you can, but just remain active.
Remain active.
Yeah, and look for good support.
Absolutely. That's what I was just going to say as my last question to you. For the men, for them to understand that, because I think that's where the pressure really comes from. I know. If women could just chill with their baby and just be fat, they'd be fine, you know. But then here's your husband, and he's like, hey, what's happening? Why is this weight not going? And it's important that men understand that they give too much pressure sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Dindi, your husband is good. Thank you. And he's here,
also,
actually.
Okay, thank God for him.
Thank God for it. But not all men are understanding,
I've actually been with some ladies who feel like they got a lot of pressure from their spouses. But sometimes communication does help. Just, you know, communicating with your husband and just letting know how tough it can be, and asking for his support can go a long way. Sometimes people just don't know. They might not realize that you're supposed to be supportive. Okay, you would assume it's obvious, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. They want you to now have brought a baby into the world and to go back to the way you used to look. It will not happen. Not right away.
And by the way, let me tell you, even me, I'm not back to where I used to be. That's the truth. Once you've gone through pregnancy, things will change and change forever. Right. You know, have a stretch mark somewhere that wasn't there before.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, and it's okay for you to appreciate your new self, isn't it?
Yes.
Give it up for Dr. Dindi, y'all. So good. So good. All right. We're going to connect you to her on our social media platform. She's very active, especially on Facebook. And we're going to give you the link to her YouTube page. All right. So you guys can get in touch. But remember, I think it starts with self-love.
It does.
I think
you have to
across
love
the
yourself
board.
no matter the size.
Yes,
it's very important.
Absolutely.
It's critical.
It is critical.
You're beautiful as you are, whatever size you are.
Yeah.
It's just about focusing on having better health. That's what really counts.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
all right.
really.
So DJ D loves the gym. Her and her friend are like addicted to the gym and they look so good. So they actually decided to invite me to go and have a workout with them. When we come back after the break, I'll introduce you to two people from our audience who decided to come along. We'll be right back after this. Thank you, honey. You're so good.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we're back, everybody. Yes, indeed, we are back, everyone. So, DJ D told me about smart gyms, and I was going to the gym at Sarit Center, really nice, all right? And I pick hours that are not so busy. But she told me about smart gyms is a really nice gym, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you for introducing me, and to Vinita, right? So how long have you been going there, hon?
I think before I stopped.
You did,
elections.
Elections. Let's blame politics on everything.
Yeah, I stopped for. I've stopped for like a month, but I'm
Okay.
going back tomorrow.
Good for you. Good
Yeah.
for you. It's a really good place.
But before
All right.
that was 5 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep at it, honey. Just
Yeah.
keep at it. Although I haven't, but I'm starting December 1st. I'm starting again. All right. So I'm sitting here with two people. All right, from our audience. Say hi.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Tell everybody your names.
My name is Christine Meresia.
Okay. And.
and I'm Wilfred Bayano.
All right, Wilfred and Christine are loyalists. You know me, I love loyal people. These guys have been coming on this show, I think, Kwanzaa Christine, from day one. From the day we started Better Living, this girl always shows up, and I just want to appreciate you. You're so awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're really a sweetheart, and so are you. You always come through when you have free time. I really appreciate both of you.
Thank you too for having us.
Absolutely. Okay, so these two individuals were volunteers when DJ D and I decided that we were going to go to the gym and actually show you that, yeah, we're not just going to sit here and talk and look cute. We can work out and sweat and all of that. It was so hard, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did.
You did? What about you, honey?
A lot.
Yes. Have you been keeping up? Although you guys look good. Christine, have you been keeping up with the workouts?
Not really.
I know, consistency. But you're young. Start now.
I will.
Elections. Elections. Let me resist. So like, resist the gym. No, don't. It is not part of the boycott movement. All right? Stop resisting the gym. What about you? Have you kept up?
I'm 65 kgs already.
Oh, really?
I was 75 kgs. You remember?
No way. Actually,
I don't
you
have a belly.
lost weight.
I have no belly anymore.
Ah, fantastic. How does your girl like how you look?
I'm single.
Ooh. Ooh. You know, the last time the last time I saw you, you had a girl.
Yeah.
Kind of. Oh, is she the one who refused to leave? I digress. All right. Are you single, Christine?
Yes, I am.
Ooh. Yeah, guys, you see what's happening here? All right. I'm gonna hook you up, but on another day. On a day. Can I buy you guys dinner? For real? Can I buy you guys just like
No
that?
worries.
Yeah. But you have to go together and sit opposite each other. Does that work? Can I?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, yes, let's clap for that. This is so horrible, it's gone so south. If Dr. Dindi could only hear me. We are busy talking about working out and I'm trying to buy them food. All right, but it's going to be healthy food, courtesy of Hill Park Hotel in Upper Hill. They've just renovated and it looks so beautiful, so fantastic. We're going to take you guys there, all right, so you can enjoy yourself and the service is going to be great. And you can decide if it's a date or just your friends. It's okay. I'm not going to pressure you, all right? Is that cool? And the reason I'm doing this is because you were brave enough to come and work out with DJD and I, okay? And that's exactly what we did. So we'll show you just a little snippet of it. We really hit the gym, hardcore times, all right? With Vinita, she is really a serious instructor and I just love her. So everybody take a look at this. Stand up and work out with us even in the comfort of your own home. And remember, it's really about being healthy and taking your life to next, elevating and making your life long. How do you do that? Eating right, drinking lots of water, and at least 10 minutes a day, all right? Even if it's 10 minutes, it'll go a long way. All right, thanks guys.
Thank you too.
All right, and then you'll give us an update on the dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. You guys are looking forward to this?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. You guys are looking forward to this? Yes, even me. Okay, everybody, take a look at Smart Gyms. And for now, we say goodbye. Bye-bye.